I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
It's been at least a month.
Hello. Happy Friday. All right. I realized that we didn't pick new crafts last time, so we get to do that. I got a diamond dot cat couch. Okay. Let me write these down. I am very much down for more diamond dotting. I also have more like time-lapse videos that I have to edit and upload. So, okay, hang on. I gotta... So, Allison was third and wanted cat couch. And... Hang on, who wanted... Diamond Dots? Smoothie was second. Or no, Smoothie was first, sorry. And they said Diamond Dots. Also, Silly, thank you so much for the 31-month resub. Let me know what color you would like for your white paper star. You'll get a little heart on there. And you want yours on game. I mean, Smoothie was, but you have the James point. You get the James point, which only you get to claim. So, I know you said first, and so you get a point. Don't worry. Don't even worry. Hi, Tigress. Why is my endocrinologist calling me? Hold on. Golly, do I just love... I love the American healthcare system. It's so great. I'm fine. Everything's fine. It was an automated thing. It was an automated thing that was like, hi, we're calling to inform you that your appointment November 5th. Okay. The provider that you are scheduled to see will not be seeing patients. Right. We have given you a new appointment on October 9th. If this is not okay, and then it just like rattled it off so fast. And I'm like, well, I'm sure that I'll get a text message because I sure don't have anything else. So my November appointment. Fabulous. Really? All right. What else should we have here? Also, Silly, where would you like your point? Or would you like to, suggest a craft? For your early bird. Anyway. Owl? Yes, that is still being worked on. Perfect. I'm folding up your star. Okay. What else do I have to work on? Oh, we could put embroidery. Or coloring. Or the latch hook. I'm fine with any of those. Latch hook or embroidery? Well, we've had 2 different people say the latch hook, so should I do that one? I'll do that. We can put embroidery on for the next one. Okay. Pippin, you were so funny. No, it wasn't, Mom. Silly, here's your paper star, by the way, with your blue heart. Your light blue heart. Uh-oh. Camera's buffering. So, before we start on Perlers, I figure y'all will want the mittens update, right? I got 2 hisses today. One was when I was going in the morning. And that's because he was on the window ledge and I was just like walking up to him and I'm like, hi, bud. And it was like very much not like an actual hiss, more so just like a, hey, don't, you're walking at me standing up. And I'm like, yeah, buddy, I hate to tell you this, but humans do have to normally stand up to walk towards you. Sorry. But he was fine. I was able to give him some pets. And then, the second time I have been full body petting him. So like head to tip of tail. And the second time that I have to crawl. True. I didn't think about that option. Dang. He's drinking water right now. Look at that little champ. Ugh. The second time that I got to like the base of his tail, I should say base of his tail, not the tip. The second time I got to the base of his tail, he was like, stop. So I sat for a minute and then I did it again, but not all the way to the spot that he got uncomfy both times. And he did great. So, honestly, really good progress. Here we go. Here's...
Are we gonna have another good day?
I was like, are we gonna have another good day? And
We're not gonna have a good day. Oh no.
let me
Hi.
try to brighten this up.
No. It's just me. Hi. You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. Was it that I was standing up? I'm sorry. I do have to walk though. And I can't really crouch. I'm sorry. I brought you breakfast. Okay? I brought you breakfast.
And then here is our
Want to show what we're able to do?
watch
I've already
this.
done it a few times, so. Oh, I know. When we get all the way to the booty, we get a tiny little huff. A tiny little huff.
So I was like, okay, I won't go as far.
You can go this far, huh?
That was acceptable. He's not.
That's pretty right. It's only been a week, bud.
It's been a week today.
Good job. That's all. I won't push it. I see your little tail. You're doing so good. You are. You are. I'm proud of you.
And then Pippin and I were having a snuggle because I was like looking at stuff on my phone, and she was like, "Oh," and Artemis had a scream. Hold on. She got her favorite toy and had a good scream with it. He took a good nap on the table in there. Legs sprawled, like the whole, he was just out. Hi, Petrichor! And then this was lunch. I made chicken salad.
I have some fresh chicken I cooked. Would you like a little? It's plain.
And he was like, oh, wait.
Yeah, maybe we want that. Maybe we want some.
He's like, oh, actually, maybe this is good. Oh, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have yelled
Maybe
at her.
We want some chicken? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good.
He's like, maybe I judged too harshly. And then I had lunch with him. I sat at the table and I had my chicken salad wrap that I made, and he had some more chicken on the table, but he was just like watching me at that point, and he wasn't interested in like eating his, which is fine. And we just hung out, and he has black beans for anyone who's curious. And I would say that's a pretty relaxed looking cat, all things considered. So I think we're making some really good progress. He does have a lot of like the same really like scratched up, like janky beans that Pippin had. Like Pippin had a lot of like really really deep like calluses and like creases, and he's got that too. It's just part of the living outside. So overall, really good. I do also have a story for you guys. So for whatever reason, last night, I don't know if anyone's interested or if I'm just talking to myself. But I'm still gonna talk. So last night he decided to just I don't even know. Other than he was just, crying and going like back and forth and just generally being unhappy. And he decided to jump on the door like he was gonna try and escape out the window. And as loud as it sounded on the camera, it was just about as loud in the house. So, you know, one of the things that I said to the shelter is that in my mind, he's basically throwing a tantrum. And he is trying to see if he gets attention, positive or negative, because some animal, you know, that he wants to know. He's like testing limits and boundaries and what have you. So all that I did a few minutes later, when like he had calmed down, was I walked over to like where the light switch was and turned the light on and just kind of stood there and looked at him like, and he stopped. But the funny thing was that Maple was out with me, right? And Maple was like really curious. So I picked Maple up and I'm like holding him so that he can look in the window. And it took him a minute, but all of a sudden he sees Mittens and he's like in my arms, like huffing. And I'm like, buddy, you're okay. And I put him down and he was so puffy. His tail was puffed up. He was like, who's this in my house? I don't like them. I am mad about it. Like this was Maple after.
Why are you puffing? You're okay. You're all right. The little huffster.
See his tail, he's all fluffed up.
Don't worry.
And then he's like, I'm gonna punch you. And I'm like, bro.
Why are you puffing?
Like, no claws or anything, but just the like, well, I'm a fight you, mama.
Don't worry.
He's like, no, heck you, bringing in all these stinky boys. And I'm like, fair, heard, understood. But I was like, also a little bit dramatic, buddy. I would be willing to say that he's trying to escape. Considering how Pippin was when she first came in. Why is he in the house? Yeah. I'm the only black and white boy allowed, mama. When Pippin first came in, you know, like Maple and Artemis, neither one of them freaked out when they came inside. And that is because Maple at that point had been choosing to be inside. He was basically living inside except to go outside to poop. And I was like, yeah, dude, you can learn how to poop in a box. Like, you're going to be fine. We don't need to go outside anymore. And he was just like, oh, okay, I guess the door's closed. Not a problem. Artemis was obviously someone's pet at some point. She had lived outside, though, for years. And so she was just like, this is fine once we, like, put her inside. She was unbothered. Pippin panicked when she first came in. She was like, this is not good. I need to... but she and Artemis both... I could not give them that slow and steady opportunity that I was able to give to Maple because both of them were injured. Like, Artie and Pippin both had injured feet. That basically meant it would be dangerous for them to continue to live outside the way that they were. And so there was, like, no choice but, like, you're going to be inside now. Sorry. And they were just not happy about that. And I get it, but, like... So Pippin was very similar. She would be fine during the day, and then nighttime would come, and she would run from one window in the breezeway to the other window, and back and forth, and back and forth, and she just, like, could not settle. And it took her a little while. And so I think that that's kind of what he's doing. He's lying in this corner right now, by the way. Using that concrete slab as a pillow. Sweet boy. But he'll get there. He's just at this point, like, realizing, you know, he can't go. He's not going anywhere. He's stuck, if you will. Alright, so I think the next Eevee evolution that I could really do with the beads that I have sorted already. I need to get more perlers, honestly. Like, I need to get, like, specific colors. But I could probably do Glaceon or Vaporeon. They're going to be very similar in color. Let's see if I can find some images of them together. Yeah, I need to see like what they have at Michael's. Okay. So they're very similar. Uh-oh. They're very similar to each other. Like Glaceon is See, I'm looking for like official Pokemon colors. You know what I mean? Not like fan art. Because to me, Vaporeon's face is the same color as Glaceon's hair loop. I don't know what that would technically be considered. So if we have this over here, this to me I would use for Glaceon's like face. And maybe this. I kind of don't feel like I have anything that I could really use for Flareon. This is like too... I don't know. And then there's yellow in here that I could use for Jolteon, but we'd have to sort. Because all the yellow I have is that separated. So, what do you guys think? These are the ones that we've done so far. We did Leafeon and Sylveon, and we've done Eevee. Technically, Leafeon and Glaceon came out at the same time, so it does kind of make sense to get her done, too. Maybe... Wait. Always my favorite, was she? I love that. Who's everyone's favorite Eevee evolution? Okay, wait. Maybe these colors for Glaceon. Hang on. Glaceon's the one on the right. That might work. Leafeon's your favorite? Sylveon and Leafeon. Oh! Perfect. Espeon's my favorite. Where's my pattern? There it is. Okay, so Glaceon has... 3 sets of blue on this pattern. Why? I don't know that we need 3 sets of blue. Oh, I see. We need a darker blue for the tips of the ears. Ugh. I genuinely just need, like, all the colors. Please and thanks. The only other option I can think of is doing Umbreon, who's black. But I almost feel like I would have to use, like, a gray, or else you won't, or use a gray for the outline. I don't know. Are we just sorting perlers today? No one wants that. No one actually wants that. I do sort them. What about a white outline? I just need more. The issue seems to be just, like, finding, like, a container with, like, a variety of colors that are different. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I could definitely do Jolteon. I just need to grab more yellow. Jolteon is, like, yellow, brown, and, like, white. Yeah, I just... Because, like, look at how much of this color pink I have. It makes me a little bit frustrated that, like, you can't just get... I don't know. It feels like you either have to spend, like, a ton of money to, like, buy specialized, like, separated colors, or you get, like, the big jar and you just hope that it's got... I think we'll do Jolteon, and I'll just grab yellow out of here, because there is a yellow in here that I like for her. I just have to get it. So, because I've on Amazon, this is my fault, and then because Life started lifing after I purchased them, I didn't end up returning it, and so now I have now I have 10,000 perfectly colored Espeon micro beads. Not the normal size beads. We'll still make Espeon with that. I'm like, wow, that's such a perfect color. That's the wrong. Nope. Time to buy micro beads, I guess. So fun fact, I do have micro beads. Like, we could make a micro Espeon. I've got all the colors for it. I have a micro board. Here's a micro perler bead board, by the way. So yeah, we could totally make a tiny one. But I don't know, do we want to make a tiny one? We could start off by making a tiny one and then we could sort. I don't know. I feel like sorting was not what was voted on. It was to do a perler bead, and I was excited to do it. Yes, make a tiny Espeon. I could also see about making like a little one that isn't... Oh, hold on. Alright, let's see if I can't find maybe even like a different Espeon image versus the one that matches these ones. Can I... What do you mean? Sorry, I don't understand. Sorry, I have the dumb. Oh, split the face into quarters. I don't know how well they would merge together. You might have to, like, glue them. I don't have... So, for instance, I do have... Wait. I do have a bigger micro bead board. Because, like, these are the big ones, and they all, like, lock in together. So you can make, like, a big item. But I don't have that with the micro board. I do have a bigger one, though. So, like, with that one, this... How big is this? One, two, three. Does it say it here? 40 by 48. What's this? That'll fit. This is like a free... Oops. A free, like, pixel pattern. Let me see if I have all of those colors in micro. Look, these were all from like a sorted kit. So those ones are all in baggies. And then I've got a monstrosity that I never actually finished sorting. Alright, what I need to see is if I have something that can work for her gem on her head. And I guess... we can make do. Let's see. How many of these? I'm not going to be able to do all the shading that they have. I just don't have all the colors. Teeny tiny tweezers. Okay. And then I have these purples. That matches that. Okay. Oops. So what are you guys all up to this Friday? Are these the same color? No. Close, but no. Scheduled over 5 medical things this morning. My ass is resting now. Proud of you for resting. Working, but you have the house. Oh, nice. Playing Paralives. Ooh, are you enjoying it, silly? You are? Oh, oh my god. Wait, that's really cute. That's cross stitch, not perler. This one's neat. Wrong button. Wrong lever! Oh, where did Mittens go? I lost the cat. I've lost the plot, chat. You know, it would be really funny. But it would require, like, modifying to do a Ditto Espeon, because I have these guys. But I don't really want to make a perler pattern right now. So I think we'll just... Lord knows I can later. I can absolutely spend some time and do that. Let's see. Ditto, Espeon. No, I'm getting Ditto and Espeon perler patterns. The person who made... They did have others. Like there's a Pikachu one. There's like a Lapras. Yeah. I'm not seeing it. If anyone else comes across one. Here you go. There we go. Let's make that. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. This is on Amazon. It comes with all the original Pokemon as Pearlers. And adding to the craft wish list. I will make that on stream if someone buys them. See, maybe this is what I need to do, is like something like this. Like 48, like that has a lot of colors. It's not name brand, but like... Maybe I have to look on Amazon for, like, the best option. Alright. I was curious, and I clicked, and they have other Pokemon. This goes from 152 to 251. So this is like the next season. Oh my god. They have, I like when books offer stuff like this, like they have a sample that you can look at. So like they tell you the colors, and then like there's the it's like there's a couple of examples. Because sometimes I feel like you get something and you're like, wow, that's not at all what I thought. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. I have a bunch of windows open. Hold on. Where is the one that I want? Nope. There we go. Okay. Does this have... Oh, it has it right here. So I need 3 different purples. I guess that... Yeah, we'll make do. We'll make do with what we have. Now, the other thing that I could do, looking at this pattern, we could do Pokemon Perler Roulette. Oh my god, we could, until we do all of them. Instagram would eat that up. I'll share this link, by the way. This is a free website. This is like for Perlers, or fuse beads, I should say. They have like a bunch of different designs. It's pretty cool. So this uses like black and dark purple as the outline. I think what I want to do is, because I think that these two go together better than that one. I think that one's too dark. So maybe we outline Espeon. We could instead outline Espeon in this darkest purple instead of black. Or we can just use these two and use black for the outline. Dark purple outline. What I'm thinking about doing, honestly, is the entire body, not using the shadow like here, and using the shadow just on like the really dark spots instead. Like maybe making her all the light color, because I only have so many like beads, if that makes sense. So like keeping everything light except for where like the darkest shadows are, and then using the dark purple there. And then we could just use the black for like her eye. And let me... What color is the inside of her ear? The inside of her ear is also dark purple, not black. Or blue. Oh, God. Hi, what color is your ear? That... See, this is the other issue with Pokemon, right? Okay? We have this one. This one is like a purpley a purpley gray. Then we have Big Sleepy Espeon. And that's blue. That's a bluish gray. It is a Ditto Espeon, yeah. This is my big sleepy one. I love her so much. She's so soft too. Okay. One day, I'll get this one, chat. Oops. Which is a life-size one. Okay, I have this bead. So that's going to be the inside of her ear. All right, let me put you back. Huh. By the way, Sleepy Espeon sits on my chair there with Sleepy Baby Eevee. And they curl up together. And I love them. That's all. All right. Want the Sylveon and Leafeon life size too? Yeah. No, I'm right there with you. Of Wooloo? I don't know if those are the same blue. I am going... We're about to get hit with ads because I spent the first hour of stream just figuring out what we're doing. Sorry. I can't tell if these are the same color blue or not. These ones look lighter. Yeah, okay. So, while we get ready to deal with ads, I'll grab those little blues for her ears out of here. And then after ads are over, we shall go ahead and place all the things and melt all the beads. Yeah, today somehow like flew by. It was one of those things where I was like, oh my gosh, it's stream time. And I felt woefully ill-prepared. Today really did. Today got away from you too? Okay, so it wasn't just me. Also, hi, Allison. Sorry, I read your comment, but I didn't say hi to you. The ones that are all loose in this thing came in like a kit. And then the ones that are all in bags came in this mini perler box that I got. Maybe because you have plans. Ooh. Yeah, if you have something you're looking forward to, the day can drag on. Or it can fly by. Sometimes that, like, nervous excitement makes it, like, the anticipatory waiting. I have loads of time, and then suddenly got a notification you were live, and I hadn't showered or anything. Understood. I made, like, fresh chicken salad today. And the chicken ended up being, like, really thick. And so it ended up taking longer to cook. And then I was like, I have to eat because I have to stream. And it was just, like, everything was all of a sudden, like, boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, jeez. So, alright. Here come the ads. Do-do-do-do. Here come the ads. Genuine question. Do you guys want to do words on stream, or do you want to watch me sort through and grab yellow beads out of here? Sort? Okay. Sort. Okay. Done. Hang on. Here. Very good. So when you all voted on a perler stream, did you all vote on sorting? Is this what you wanted? Because, like, I can do this. Were all of the neurospicy peeps like, oh, sorting stream? Only sort of. Oh no, why so long? I hate that for you. Wait, you commute to work 3 hours? Do you have to go in often, or is it just like sometimes you have to go in? You just drove an hour picking up pup meds. Blah. 2.5 days a week. Are you thinking about moving closer, or are you kind of like waiting to see how you like this new place? I'm also grabbing gray because I don't have a lot of those. Boop. No, I know it's the new job. That's what I'm wondering is, are you going to move closer, or like, are you thinking about it, or is it more like you want to see how you like the new job? Like, if it's worth moving closer before you decide to. Sorry, I didn't explain that very well. Wait, why is my... I have this encoding overload. Consider turning down... You like the area that you live in, considering moving a suburb over to try and improve the commute? Yeah, that's kind of what I meant, was like, if it was something that you were... That feels like such a long commute. thinking about it. That makes sense. Thank you all for hanging out through ads. We sorted a little bit. Not very much. But we got a little bit. All right. I'm going to do another time-lapse video. I still have to upload the last one that I did. I have a bunch of time-lapse things that I have to, like, upload. But such is life. Alright, let's put that there, and I can move this. Maybe over... Haha! Yeah, if it's a train, at least you can do something other than having to drive. That's true. That does help. Oh, also... Sharon, I literally downloaded a new program so that I can take screenshots on my computer. Because I got fed up and I had to find something that worked well. Okay. Let's... Oh, so we're gonna do dark purple for the outline, I think. Maybe... Wait. Oh, what do I do? Black or dark purple? I need to get off the couch, but it's so nice and cozy. The couch would be sad if you left. Oh, I love the enabling. Y'all are the best. Oh gosh. Wait, will this? Dang. Okay. All right. Here we go. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, this is very fiddly. These are very tiny. Thank you for the lurk. Oh no, did we enable you into taking a nap? I wish that there was a way that I could, like, almost, like, click on the beads as I place them. I already napped, time to de-pajama. Gotcha. Hi, Emily. Oops. Heck yeah, weekend. Do you have anything planned? That goes for any of you. Any of you guys have weekend plans? Try not to melt. A pet festival? Ooh. That sounds nice. Can't be dropping these. Goodness gracious, that's not good. To a stitchy day tomorrow in another city? Ooh, trying not to melt sleeping. 1 year checkup? 8:30 a.m.? Oof. At least it'll be done with, you know? Then you can get on with the rest of your day. Or take a nap. Dinner tonight with family, breakfast tomorrow with hubby. Ooh, friend's baby shower. Encoding overload. Consider turning down. Uh-oh, it disappeared. OBS, why? Why? I just want to know. Maybe whatever setting but I'm not even doing anything. What am I doing? Let me close anything I don't need. Ooh, I don't know. We could try. That's an interesting question. Oops. I love when I'm able to slide two on the thing at once. Yeah, I might have to. I don't know why it would have changed anything. I'm just... I think part of what makes me feel like even more frustrated is just knowing how much everything is going to cost now with like AI jacking the price up of everything. So I'm like, if there's something wrong with my computer, or like if I need to update something, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, he yelled back, "Aw." He's like, yeah, I've been waiting. Oh no, while you were using it? Oh, that's no good. Okay, stop touching the beads that you have already placed. You do not need to be doing your work multiple times. No! I was looking at PCs. The gaming ones come 5,000 graphic card. Should be plenty for the games you want to play, yeah. It's like Black Friday, back to school. Yeah, I fear that like by the time that Black Friday comes around, the Black Friday prices are going to be like what the prices are now because the price of everything is just going up. One, two, three, four. Okay. Out one. I like that I did such an ambitious thing with such tiny little beads. You guys know that Artie's gonna come in today, right? And she's gonna be like, what are we doing? You're saying a stuffy for your friend who's having a baby. You can find a pattern, so I've been making it all up. And just mad props to anyone who writes patterns. Yeah. There's most of, I feel like the majority of pattern writing is undoing. Like, very little of it's actually making the thing. Most of it is undoing something. New Wooble set is very cute. Is that the bird one that I saw in the email? I think. Yeah, the birds. They are cute. It's gonna be exciting when I get to be like, yeah, that set is really cute. You know what I mean? I don't get to for this one. But you know, wink, wink. Like, I can just outright say it whenever it's finally released. In the meantime, I click on every email like, is this the one? Is this the one? It's gonna be so weird to see something I designed in the, you know? I can feel a hive starting on my finger, so I took my rings off. If anyone notices. I don't think anyone will, but I was suddenly self-conscious. 1, 2. Constant stopping to try and write notes is the worst part. That's fair. That's not fun either. Like, you get in the groove and all of a sudden you're like, crap. Haven't made a note on what I've done. Wow, you've just been writing it? That's amazing. I could never. I'd be like, what if I needed to, like, even if it's something that I don't plan on making again? My anxious brain would be like, but what if? You know? I'm forcing it deep down away somewhere. That's how it's been with the charity blanket when we do it. Like, I'm not writing that down. I'm just doing it. No! Oh my god. Yes. Okay. Sometimes that's the easiest way to see if, like, you haven't miscounted. Is to just start, like, counting from a different direction and see if everything meets up. And it's the best feeling when it does. You're like, yeah, I win. Kind of looks like a fish at the moment. Written down from 10 plus years ago when I first started writing patterns. I'm pretty sure I typed them up too. Don't know what USB stick they're on, yeah. A lot of strategic increases and decreases. What are you making? If you want to share, if you want to keep it a secret, that's okay too. Now your brain has the file somewhere. See, I'm like that with some things, but I feel as though if I don't make them for a while, I need to like pull up the pattern to refresh it. And then like as soon as I see like the beginning of it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. And it just flows. Oh, the blue heron. Have a really wonky necks. Yeah. There is like a bit of dark purple that kind of comes out here that I don't know if I should include or not, but I'm going to leave it like this for now. And I always can. I can always go back. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster encoding preset. I finally saw the rest of the error message before it disappeared. I don't know if I want to do that bit. So, like, something's wrong with my encoding process? Computer, I just want to stream. I just want to hang out with my friends. Please. Please just chill. Look at how cute her Whittlefoot is. So much counting. Part of the reason that I think that crafting is like relaxing is that numbers, like counting, is not math, mind you. I'm not saying math is relaxing. But like the repetition of like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense. Definitely not the math aspect. But being like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Like the math bit can heck off. Although I have gotten really good at like my 6 and 8 times tables for pattern making. One, two. Let's break that up. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Numbers make sense. Counting is grounding. Yes. Yeah, that's exactly it. So today's my Aunt Shirley's birthday. So I'm definitely going to have to spend some time knitting today. Normally, and I didn't realize it right away because time has no meaning, you know? So I didn't plan. But normally on her birthday, like, we would still get Dunkin' Donuts because that was always like a thing. Mom and I would always go and visit her on her birthday, and we would always stop and get Dunkin' Donuts on the way. And we'd always call her on the way because she used to get such a kick out of like, we're in the car on our way. Oh, you're in the car. Like James and I were talking about like when like car phones first came out and like you could call people. And Aunt Shirley was always like, wow, like you're in the car. Espeon. In teeny tiny beads because I need to sort through my other ones and I need to buy more colors to make the other Eevees that I want to. And if we finish this, then we will do a sorting stream of beads. Oh, hi, Mittens. You had done a big sleep in there, huh? I'm honestly really impressed by his progress in like a week's time. He's done really good. Where's he going? He says, let me just climb up this. Time to sit and watch my shows. Let's see, The Mailman. Who else is gonna come by? He's also done a Dear Diary. Some lady stole me off the street and took my balls. Hold on. Dear Diary. The other week, some lady stole me from the street, took all my balls, and now has held me prisoner. She did bring me fresh chicken today, though, so I guess it's not all bad. Love, Mittens. Yep. You did. Yes, his marbles are in the jar. Look at all those marbles. His were the orange ones. Sorry, I hit the mic with the marble jar. With hisses, Mittens. begrudgingly Mittens. Day 7 in captivity. The human continues to come and pet me. I don't know if I like it or not. But whatever she brings in those little tubes, I know I like that. Squeeze Treat fixes all with him, let me tell you something. Uh-oh. That's not in the right spot. Just this one, though. There we go. Yes and no. He mostly does it as, like, you approach him. And it's one of these things where I'm like, sorry, buddy, like, I have to walk over towards you. Like, I try and walk slowly, and I talk kindly, and, it's really just that the movement, sometimes he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, everything's good. Everything's fine. Nothing, there's no worries. But he is, I'm able to, like, pet him pretty good too, honestly. Like, I'm able to now pet, like, from his head to, like, his, like, back without being hissed at. I did go all the way to, like, the top of his tail, like, where his tail meets his body, and that gave me a hiss. He did not like that, which, again, okay, you are experiencing a lot of this stuff maybe for the first time, or at least the first time in a long time. And I'm okay if you hiss at me if you don't swat at me. You know? Like, we can deal with a hiss. My feelings aren't that fragile. I can handle it. But overall, I'm very impressed by him. He's done, like, really, really good. What color are Espeon's eyes? I think that they're like they're dark purple. Of course they are. That's fine. We can use this same dark purple for her eye color. They had it be blue in the Pearlers, which also works, but... Right? Yeah, this is everyone's favorite Pokemon just because of the color. Alright. Let's do her ear. The inside. In this color and see how we like it. Now pour it in. No. What? I almost have the exact number. I have one more than I needed. Dang. Dang. You know what I should do? I don't know if this will help. That was almost without casualties. But I feel like you can see that better. Yeah, the fill tool right now would be great. Just like, boop. Now, it does almost look like they maybe added a little bit of the blue over here as well. So maybe I'll do that. But let's do her gem first. Oh, hello again, sir. He's so cute. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of colors with this, so we're making it work, you know? And now, oh my god, stop touching that spot. Okay, we're gonna do the darker purple shadow too. Because then everything else just gets filled in. Is he lying on the concrete slab again? I love him so much. Look at his beans! Look at, oh, never mind, he's gone. Are you about to be a menace? Are you gonna jump on that door? Good choice. Good choice, sir. Appreciate you. The concrete life chose him, yes. It did. Let go. Okay, that's one shadow, and then the other one under here. He's like, deal with it. Yeah, I guess that looks good. And I'm going to do a little darker here to like signify where like the other leg would be, because like it's, you have like foreground leg and background leg, unless you guys think I should do that in the same dark. Maybe I should do that in the same dark color. Yeah, I think I will. I could. You're not wrong. Is this like your bid to tell me that I should play on stream? That I should get the game and play it? Technically this... oh, hi Mittens. Technically this whole leg is almost dark, but it's not the same as that one. That feels okay? Maybe? Should it come down a little more? Should it be like that? Yeah, maybe like that. That matches the back leg. Okay, now fill. For Monday? Okay. I mean, I can take away a couple. If we feel like that looks better. I know, you were just supposed to be in the air today. I still don't think you're coming home when you think you are. Well, fingers crossed, I guess. Oh no! Runaway beads! Come back! Come back! No! Oh my gosh. Dramatic little snot. Oh, ads. Okay. Stretch time. Be right back. Alrighty. Thank you all for sitting through ads. You know what I didn't do? I stretched during ads. I didn't grab any more blue. Shoot. Because there's, I think, a little sliver of her ear that we can see the blue there. So let's do that really fast. I did stretch on my stretch break, so I suppose that that's good. Hydrate. I literally hydrated on my break too. But yeah, I'll hydrate again because honestly, yeah. Hi, Emily's mom. I think that looks good for that ear. I'm good with that. It was funny. I had a friend who was like going through it yesterday, right? There's a lot of stress happening. And I instantly became like the mom friend where I was like, "Hey, so I know that you're not going to want to eat or drink, but like eat and drink. I'm like, have some water. I'm like, at least have some toast or some crackers or something. I'm like, because I know that you haven't eaten yet today." And it was funny because she was like, "Oh my God, I didn't even realize how badly I needed to drink water." I was like, I understand, because as soon as you go into that stress mode, you stop thinking about like taking care of yourself or anything else. You're just dealing with the issue. It's got the good chocolate. Oh, what's the good chocolate? I'm not a chocolate person. But it's funny because I was like, listen, I'm like, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm like, I just know that I would want someone to remind me. So just a friendly, hey, you probably really need some water. Trader Joe's toffee. Don't seem long enough. They could probably be longer, yeah. That would be good. I wasn't even like, I didn't even think about that as being a way to fix the issue with like the little things falling off. But yeah, that would help. Oh, well that one, that's gone. I'll find that purple perler at some point. One day. Bye. Yeah, that little guy just like ping. He's on an adventure. Who am I to stop him? Hi, Tigress. Thank you for the 95 stream streak. I appreciate it. Yeah, these are like micro purlers, and they're just like very fiddly. Like, here's a normal purler. Hang on. So, yeah, these are teeny tiny. Like, I am using regular tweezers instead of the purler tweezers. The mama purler and all her babies. No, don't. Listen. I have so many of these Espeon color purler beads. I was the one who was like, maybe we could do something with them. Because I made the mistake when I purchased them. So it was my mistake for not reading the listing, first of all. But also, this bit is gonna be like 87 years, I fear. Adding all this color. Nope. Get where you're supposed to be, you stinker. If only you could dump them on and adjust, right? What I really need is just like a way to load up like a bunch of these on my tweezers. You know, so that I could just like put down more than 2 at a time. Because, like, I can slide a bunch on. Hold on. I can slide at least 4 on. But they don't come off. Fill it up. Yes, exactly. A long needle. I don't know how I would control them coming off. But that's an interesting... There are pens. I don't know how well they work. I don't know. I don't think that they work for the mini purlers either. I think that they're for the big ones. No! You... Beep. Beep, 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 beep. Your finger, but they're so small, yeah. Unfold a paper clip. We can try. I just don't know how good the precision will be. Hooray! Face. Done. It shouldn't move so easily. I agree. I agree. They're not nubby enough. Ooh. The nubs are not nubbing. I don't know. They're mini perler beads. It doesn't say. Whatever Google says mini perler beads are. That's silly that it doesn't say on the package. Probably how I ended up with 10,000 of these colored little Espeon ones. Because I was like, yeah, that's the right size. Perler beads. This is going to be really cute when it's done. It's a pain in the butt right now. Thanks. I found pens and tweezers on Etsy. Interesting. Yeah, I've definitely found one. Like, I found pens for the other size perlers. I honestly haven't looked at this size. So, it would make sense that they would have something. But that's cool. Oh, thanks! Appreciate you. Let go. Oh my god. Let go in the right spot. Oh, I should have put a puzzle up for you guys to do. I still can. Do you want me to, or is it too late? It's too late. It's 5:20. Never mind. Oh my god, it's 5:20. Yeah, I'm not finishing this today and sorting beads. Thanks, Kit Kat. Frauding all the work he did in the last hour. Oh no! Why? Rip. I hate when that happens. It looked bad. Oh no. I've been thinking about what you guys were saying with like the Pokemon Sprite book. And it could be fun to do like a roulette version. And on the last ad break, I was like, well, we could even... I could do them either size, like the normal size perlers, or even these tiny ones. And like, what if I made them into keychains? Because they'd be small. Oh. Yeah, that yarn is a pain in the butt. That's... that sucks. And like, honestly, they're so little, I could probably get like 2 of them done a stream. And then that means that I could film 2 little, like, make a random Pokemon with me videos. It would be fun. Like, I have... This weekend I'm planning on editing a couple of videos. Because I have the, like, beginning of the Diamond Dot to edit and post in, like, time-lapse form. And I want to try and, like, edit one of those a week to, like, put on Instagram. And, like, I'm trying to think in, like, ways that it could be, like, a routine here with us, because I feel like we all like routine. Maybe. But it could also be, like, something for the engagement of the interwebs. Okay, now there's like static. Oh, look at that button. 42 months, dang. That's like at least a year. At least. Thank you so much for modding for that long. At least. It couldn't possibly be more. That wouldn't make sense. It's something that they literally rolled out like this month. So, like James had a random one, I think the other day, if I'm remembering correctly. I might not be though, because I always do them Monday and call them Poke Mondays. Oh, the mod anniversary thing. Okay, some of these perlers have static electricity that's making them not lie flat when I'm putting them down, and that's even more rude. Don't you love it when your brain like can't brain on the thing that you need it to brain on, but it's really good at doing other stuff, and you're like, wow, thanks. Could you maybe focus on the task that I need you to focus on? And it's like, nah. Best I can do is Poke Monday. And it's like, super thanks. Very much so. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like rubbing it on my hair as if it's going to help. The way that it does for crochet hooks when they're squeaky. Doesn't seem to not be helping, so oh, look, anything else? Mm-hmm. Your brain's just off on an adventure. Grounded? Hmm. Of course, the last bead in that spot doesn't want to go in nice. Thank you. It's always that way. I think this pattern says how many of each color is used. Because all I keep thinking is, all right, well, that's a very small dent in these beads. He's still sleeping on the table. He's so cute. All in all, he's been pretty good. Considering whatever he must have gone through outside. I have to try and figure out, like, what toy he likes, though. Because I do feel bad that he doesn't have anything to, like, play with, or that's, like, particularly stimulating. Like, I filled up the bird feeder with seed. And so he can look at them. Obviously there's the front window too, but trying to figure out, like, what he might like. Maybe I just give him, like, one of the really heavy-duty catnip toys. Be like, here you go, buddy. Enjoy. I remember the first time that Maple had catnip. Like, the good stuff. And he just, like, laid there. Like, he ended up leaving. This was when he was still indoor-outdoor. And he was, like, in the breezeway. And he ended up going and laying on the driveway. Like, partly under my car. And just, like, laying on the ground. Like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. I was so afraid that he was gonna go, like, wander into traffic at that point. Because, like, you are very out of your brain right now, buddy. But he's inside, so, you know. Have fun with the good stuff. Although I know not all cats react to catnip the same, so... it might not do anything. Am I still good? Okay. Thank you. I got worried because all of that, like, encoding warning kept coming up before, and I was like, no one has said anything in several minutes, and I'm talking about cats. Maybe I'm talking to myself. No, you're okay. No, you guys are all fine. You all are fine. If my stream hadn't been, like, yelling at me with, like, warnings, I probably wouldn't have even asked. I just got nervous that whatever it was, like, yelling about, it finally, you know, quit on me. And that I've just been sat here talking to myself. I've done it before. So... yeah. I'm just kind of struggling with it all of a sudden. Struggling. Because I'm like, I haven't changed anything. I still have plenty of, like, room on my computer. Why is it all of a sudden struggling? And, like, I simply cannot afford to have to get a new computer. Hooray! Throw it all over. My little baby. Alright. Tape it and set it. Yep, I honestly think that I might... I mean, obviously this board's not a hot, like, super anyway, so I honestly might just, like, hit it with the iron lightly first, and then, like, tape it. I just feel like the static and everything about it feels very, like, jumpy, and I just don't want the, the beads sticking to the, like jumping onto the tape, if that makes sense. So, I did not grab my iron, so I'm going to do that real fast, and I shall be right back. Carefully. Carefully. Yeah, no, you have to use the parchment paper. If you put an iron directly on that, the beads will just melt to your iron. But what a lot of people do is they do like a tape method so that it doesn't ruin the board. But oh, like an extra piece? Oh, interesting. No, you're okay. If someone's never, like, done purlers, though, they might not know, and I wasn't sure. Okay. Let us heat you up. Okay. I don't know why my computer surge protector didn't like me plugging my iron in and turning it on. What is... I plugged it into a different thing, and the surge protector's still yelling anytime I turn the iron on. Okay. 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 The surge protector brick is plugged directly into the wall. I can't change my surge protector plug right now because you all will disappear. Yeah, I plugged it into a different... I didn't plug it back into the surge protector the second time. I'm going to plug it in over there, but I noticed that there's like... Like, is there anything on the plug? Is it bent? Is it... Yeah, I have the surge protector plugged into the wall, and then I have a power strip that controls, like, my lights. Also plugged into the same spot. And so I plugged it into the surge protector that controls all of this stuff. And that's what beeped the first time. And I'm like, okay. So I plugged it in to the strip the second time, but they're both going into the same outlet plug in the wall. I guess I'm gonna iron all the way over there. Sorry. Yeah, the surge protector is what's yelling. So I don't know what that's about. I am really worried now that I have to move this. Damn it. The button did not get pushed. Because it's not doing it now. It only beeped when I would turn the iron on. If I turn the iron on, it would beep. I mean, I can do the tape method. I'm just afraid. I can do this. I can do this. And if I can't, I'm going to just unplug the computer. You'll never know. I did it. I moved it. Who's gonna know? Oh, okay. A few beads didn't melt all the way. Hold, please. Some of these melted really fast and really good, and some of these did not, so. Slight bit of repair. I almost wonder if because the beads were like different manufacturers, I don't know. Isn't this just the best stream that you've ever been in? Here, I'll bring it back over because I have to double check something. No, just some of it didn't melt. Like, I don't know where this guy needs to go. And some of it melted really fast. So... now might be the time to tape. For real, where do you go? I guess I can look once it's all taped. Yeah, these pegs are not the best. So if I did want to do like mini versions of the Poke Pearlers, I would definitely need to get a better board. Oh. Alright, ads are gonna start, sorry. I'm just repairing. I won't do the grand reveal until we're all back. Always. Forever buying craft supplies. Darn. All right. Okay. What do you need milk for? This is... Hang on, I'll get rid of that. Keep in mind now that we're obviously facing the other way because it's taped. I can't figure out where... And keep in mind, I only outlined like the very outer edge. I didn't do anything between the front two legs. Oh, here, I don't know if this helps having it on the white paper. There is a dot there. Maybe here? Oh, it's here. Okay. It's right there. Okay. Alright. Ironing. Take 2. Wait. And we'll flip it and do the other side. Hi. Have a good one, Allison. Enjoy your dinner. One spot on the ear, again, didn't quite iron down, so I had to, like, reposition it again. And it's like, come on. Rude. Honestly. Yeah, I don't know what he was making for dinner. I thought he was doing like a beef stroganoff or something. I can't imagine needing milk. Oh, you guys can't see me sort. I'll go iron the other side here in a minute. And then I can show you all the finished product. You know what I just realized? When I upload my VODs to YouTube, the music doesn't upload. So, these moments when it's quiet and I'm just like vibing to music, when it uploads to YouTube, it looks like I'm just... I'm just like in my head, like... I promise if you're watching this on YouTube, not that I think many people are, I think that we mostly just reference it when we need to. But hi, if you're watching on YouTube, I promise if you come over to Twitch, there's music. We have music that plays. Everyone's gonna go and comment on this video, like if you're here in stream today, and be like, there's no music. Don't listen to her. There's never been any music. We're not just sitting in silence, yeah. We all have our radios playing, yeah. I'm going to find this stream on YouTube and be like, what a weirdo. Listen, this video is going to have so much engagement now. And it's all going to be you guys like... There's never been any music. What is she on about? I should probably go flip that and iron the other side, huh? Goodness gracious. Is it over? Or is the game still going on? I hate when people rage bait. I hate it so much. Like, it's one thing if it just, like, happens and you're like, I had no idea. Like, I genuinely had no idea. But, like, when people know, you're just like, stop it. Come to the Twitch side. We have music. Like the influencers who are like, I had no idea irons were hot. What do you mean? Hang on. I can come peel this up. Still going? Oh, gosh. I find that, like, when people do, like, rage baity things, if then they're being genuine, it's hard to tell sometimes. I feel like, no, I really don't understand, or I really don't know, and you're like, wait, really? Alright, let's go iron this side, and we'll be right back. Could vote down those posts on Instagram like Reddit, right? Oh my gosh, I would love that. Hold on, I can bring you guys with me so I can... His tail was being so freaking fiddly. Oh my god. Alright. Hi, chat. You're looking cute today. I noticed that the Leafeon was a little bit curled too. Like it wasn't quite flattened when it was hot. So I just hit it with the iron a little bit. Just to try and flatten it a little bit more. This is actually my Pokemon card binder. I drew those when I was little. I traced them. I have loved her since she was introduced. So Espeon, the original Eevees, Eevee has always been one of my favorites, and I think I just like it because of the fact that there are, like, I feel like most people like Eevee because she's cute, which is fair. Eevee is very cute. But I like the fact that she's, like, open to possibilities. There are so many different ways that an Eevee can grow, and I love that. I love that there are different things that you can do that influence the outcome of, like, what your Pokemon becomes. And that's always just been really cool to me. So that's why I really love Eevee. But Espeon Espeon is mostly like aesthetics, and like I do appreciate that she's a psychic type, and like I went to school to be a counselor. So I'm very much an in your head, like, you know, psychic, you know, in your head kind of, you know. But I think that Espeon's like really pretty. So Espeon, like, it was Eevee, Jolteon, Vaporeon, Flareon, right? Like, they were the original. And then I think it was then Espeon, Umbreon, and then Leafeon, Glaceon. So as soon as I saw Espeon and like saw her in the show and saw her, like, I was like, that's it. That's the favorite. Like, very graceful, very, very powerful, you know? And she evolves with friendship. Same thing with Umbreon. They evolve with friendship. Espeon evolves during the day, Umbreon evolves at night. So if you level up your Eevee during the day and you're like besties, it could become an Espeon. And if you level it up at night, it could become an Umbreon. And I think that's fun too. Like, they don't evolve with stones. Yeah. Like, I have definitely in my game, I don't know if you guys would ever want to watch me play Pokemon on stream. I honestly, like, was very, very early in some of my games. I would be fine with, like, restarting, what the heck is the one where you get, like, the Pokemon that look like motorcycles? It wasn't ZA. That one I'm a little bit further in. But the one where they look like, obviously I did not play that one a lot. That one I would be fine with, like, restarting and playing on stream, because I don't even think I've beaten the first gym. I think I'm an X on the XY, or the ZA. I'm okay. I'm not. I can say words, I swear. Words are hard. They are. Alright, let's see how this is looking. Heck yeah! We got there in the end, chat! We got there in the end. I don't smell toast. I think I'm okay. Alright. Y'all ready? Dun 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 dun. I really like the colors. I really like how it turned out. These light purple beads definitely melted quicker than the others, which is why they're all very melted instead of, like, seeing the holes. The colors worked out really good. It looks so good. Boop. She's just a little baby. Boop. I have in the past in my Pokemon games made teams of nothing but Eevees and their evolutions. Because technically you have, like, basically every type. So why not? That's always, like, one of my favorite things to do. Is to have, like, all of them. I have no idea, Emily. Honestly, when we were looking at like my plushies, because if you look at this example, right, they're dark, which I could have done. If you look at my Ditto Eevee, okay, they're like a slate purple. If you look at my big plush Sleepy Eevee, they're like a bluish purple. And if you look at like the show, they're this color. So we went with the closest that I could find, based on, you know, perler colors. And yeah. Yeah, I feel like, you know, girl, stop falling. Yeah. Okay. Because I feel like you get, depending on the, like, these are both official licensed Nintendo products. And you have two different color Eevees, or Espeons. Even, like, the color of the actual Espeon, hold on. One is much more pink and one is much more purple. So it becomes... doing these perlers can be a challenge because depending on the image that you're looking at, depends on... Oops. Like... Okay, that camera sucks. Oh my god, all the cameras suck. What am I doing? Stop it. Stop it! Like, those are completely different colors too. And they're both meant to be Espeons. Like, Nintendo has no hex code, I fear. So we kind of just went with what we felt like made sense. But truly, it's open to interpretation. And I even feel like, depending on the card, because, like, that to me is, like, the ultimate reference, is, like, the card game. The card or the video game. And I feel like, depending, it could be different, so... I think it looks really good, too. I'm quite pleased. Alright. Well, that was good. It was a bit of a hectic stream, but we had fun. We did some perlers. I'll try and sort through some more of these. And I'll definitely... I added that, the book to my Amazon wishlist. I can put it on Throne, too, if it's something that you guys would actually be interested in me doing. I don't know if you are. Oops. They have this, hang on, I can show you if you missed it earlier. The cards have never matched either, I know. There is a perler... Oops. Like a bead kit to make all 151 original Pokemon. And then they also have the second generation. And, like, we could definitely make, like, perler Pokemon if y'all want. I think that could be fun. They're, like, looking at the size, we could definitely do, like, 2 of them probably a stream. But I'd have to get, like, a decent amount of beads, I feel like. I wonder if... Because I can read a sample. And I wonder... Because it shows... I almost wonder if I could try and figure out, like, what like I would need to get. Do you know what I mean? Like color-wise? Because I don't think that I would need to get a ton of colors. I really think that it would be... Oh, EA. Oh, maybe... I mean, I would have to get a couple hundred... I'd have to get a few hundred colors, I think. Under 200. Wait, really? Did I do it right? Did I... I mean, listen, girl, I can just do this. I don't need a hint. I know my 151. Boop. Look out. Tauros. Boop. I was originally going to go in order, but then I just realized that they're showing you an image. That's Flareon. I'm just a little bit of a nerd. You can do it on mobile too? Oddish. I got a Master Ball? Oh! Okay, Articuno. This is dangerous. Well, I know what we're doing now the rest of the... Diglett. Let's see how many Megan can get before she gets one wrong. True. Wait until I tell Angela that I caught an Articuno on my stream today. She's gonna be like, what? Venomoth. I'm just trying to arrow down. I hate sleep. No, you're so good. I can't do this now anyway. But that's so cool. Oh, it's interesting. So the legendaries are locked until you, I guess, hit those goals. See? Like, I'm sure I could search for Mew or Mewtwo, but they might not show up. Oh. Not it. Not pulling up the Pokemon. That's funny. Well, this was a lot of fun today. Thank you all for hanging out with me and keeping me company. I will go ahead and add... I'll add this book to my throne list as well. in case anyone wants to, like, chip in. Instead. Boop. Of, like, buying it outright for $24, because I get that. But yeah, that would be fun. All right, I had added this. Oh, the price dropped on this. I had added this as well to my wish list. It's crochet Pokemon squares. And I kind of love that. Like, they're really cute looking. It's not all of them, though. There's 30 of them. 30. And obviously some are like the balls. So, I don't know how many Pokemon there are, but still fun. All right. That's gonna do it for us today. I hope that you have a lovely rest of your time zone. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and other people. Remember, you are loved. I will see you all on Monday for more crafting. Have a really good weekend, okay? Goodbye.